if you made a post every day and said, I live in Augusta, here's a house that I have, I made some money here, whatever, it doesn't matter. People start associating and they'll start sending you every deal. I get the weirdest deals, the weirdest opportunities, the coolest deals. And it comes with a lot of responsibility. You got to keep a reputation. If you join a mastermind, this is what they're going to teach you. I've paid $5,000 to join one time. This is what I learned. You don't want to do stuff that you hate doing. You don't want to build a life that you don't want. I already did that. So I knew I didn't want to do it again. I've got a wholesale company. I was a vice president of an oil and gas company. Had no education, worked my way up, started out driving trucks. Ended up deciding that's not what I wanted to do like 14 years into it. But I was buying real estate the whole time because I was making a ton of money. Didn't know what else to do with it. And just quit one day. I was making a ton of money. Vice president of an oil and gas company. I just quit and started wholesaling and learned that, and as y'all know, you know, you can buy leads, right? You can pound the pavement all day. You kind of need to do that anyway, or have people doing that for you, so consistency, you know, happens. But that's not the only way to get leads. You know, I started marketing myself. I got in rooms like this, expensive masterminds, cheap masterminds, everything I could get into. I met people, shook hands, and every common denominator was like, hey, make 2 posts a day. I'm like what the hell? Like, that's stupid, right? Like, why? Anyways, I've been doing that since for years, and like people just send me deals like crazy. And Chris, you know, does a lot of dispo, so he probably knows. You know, when your name gets out there, like Jeremy, you do stuff in Georgia, right? Like people associate, oh, Jeremy, Augusta, right? I do, just because he said that. So like if you made a post every day and said, I live in Augusta, here's a house that I have, nothing crazy. I lost my ass on this one. I made some money here, whatever. It doesn't matter. I take my dogs here, my kids, whatever. People start associating and they'll start sending you every deal from Augusta. There's a dude in one of my groups I run. They call him the mayor of Detroit. Any deal anybody gets in this nation that is in one of these rooms in Detroit, they send to him, including me. I don't even comp it anymore. I feel bad because, like, I hate when people send me deals and don't comp them, but I'm like, oh, Detroit. I don't even think, and I just send it to him. And he's like, cool, I'll pay you if it works. You know, that's our relationship. So I kind of want to, like, set the stage early and kind of answer any questions y'all have as we go through this, because I don't want to talk you to death. But, like, are any of y'all doing that right now? Like posting every day in groups or on your personal page, anything like that?
Not daily for me.
Yeah,
I make at least 2 posts a week on
yeah,
deals that we've closed and got funded on. So
yeah.
that's a staple for me, at least 2 posts a week. And then I try to sprinkle in stories. For a while, I was doing good posting personal stuff, and it came from inspiration from you and one of your students, Brandon,
No,
who just post all the time as well. I've fallen off a little bit on the personal stuff, but I definitely have done a lot better.
I just think it's so cool because, like, you know, I'm not everybody's cup of tea. I walk around in a tank top and flip flop. Like some people like that idiot, and they don't. Whatever. I don't care. Change a channel, right? But the people that resonate with you, they're like, oh, you know, that's cool. Like, and they resonate and they think about you. I get the weirdest deals, the weirdest opportunities, the coolest deals, you know. And I mean, it comes with a lot of responsibility. You got to keep a reputation. But yeah, just 2 posts a day, like, and people are like, what am I supposed to post? You know, and really, like, what'd you do yesterday? And you're gonna suck at first. And I'm a big proponent of not using ChatGPT. I'm gonna say it. Like, everybody's gonna say use ChatGPT, but if you look at it, I called a guy on my post the other day. I felt horrible. I didn't mean anything, but like he responded with ChatGPT, and I'm like, bro, and it was in my favor. He's like, oh, thank you. You know, like being really cool to me. I responded like how a realtor screwed me over, but and I said, bro, no disrespect. Thanks for commenting, but ChatGPT for real? It's like we're losing our human thing, right? Like our authenticity. That's why it's like that's why this is important. Us being authentic, us being ourselves. So we start putting it into ChatGPT. Like that's not you. So I don't know. Even if it sucks, I would just like what I do yesterday. And you might sit there for a minute But like, I jumped on a call. Some dude in a tank top was talking crap. He said I should post. Like, I'm posting. Like, who cares? You know, it doesn't matter. So that's a big part of my business. You know, I run a JV outfit. I've been trained by billionaires, really high performers. I didn't listen to any of them on the real estate side a lot of times because it didn't jive with me. Like another thing's like you got to do what your vibe is, right? Like you don't want to do stuff that you hate doing. You don't want to build a life that you don't want. I did that once, right? I already did that. So I knew I didn't want to do it again. So like me, I'd rather JV with people. I'd rather get in rooms like this and be like, hey, let's split the pie. This is what I know. What do you know? How do we work together? That's what Chris does on Dispo. It's like, hey, I like finding buyers. You know, whatever. So you can add and tag in there. I always say like give, ask. You know, you see a lot of people making posts and they're like, hey, give me this. Hey, I want this. Hey, I'm looking for this. I need a buyer here. All you ever see them do is ask. And you're like, get the hell, like, this is stupid. So I just like, you get blocked by most people, you know? So like, I'm always like, what kind of value can I provide? I don't need to know everything. I don't know everything. But like your screw ups are value, right? Like y'all are early in your journey, some of you. So it's like, hey, I made 1,000 calls and I screwed up like every one of them. This is how, but this is what I'm gonna do tomorrow. You know, that's super helpful. For one, you're human, and for two, like for people that are in your shoes or not, you know. But anybody got anything on that? Like had any kind of experience with any of that? No?
I would say, like, obviously, I hear it from you every Tuesday and Thursday to post, and sometimes I'll follow through for like a month. And anytime that I do start to follow through with it, like, it's almost always fruitful. And Chris can attest to that too. I'm like, hey, I post, and like, five people want to join Profit Partners, or like somebody brought me a deal, or people reach out, and so it is fruitful. It's just for me at least, I got to stay consistent with it.
Yeah, and you know, it's funny, but I just started doing this. You know, I think I told you this on our last call. I put, and I'm gonna tell y'all, if you join a mastermind, this is what they're gonna teach you. I've paid 5 grand to join one time. This is what I learned. I'm not kidding, but it changed my like life, right? But the reason I did it is because I paid 5 grand. I wouldn't have done it if I so don't have to pay the money to do it. Like just do it. Trust me. Like every high performer that even I've been coached by a billionaire. The dude was trying to build his brand. Put that in perspective. Why? You know what I mean? Like at some point, like he's like, okay, I don't need, I want connections, I want community, I want stuff coming to me, I want the brand. So like we're still early on, luckily, but like when AI does take over this whole thing, it's gonna be really hard to catch up. You know, like people can Google you now. It's gonna be the same with AI. I've got it built out now to where like I'll send a JV link. It'll go to my CRM. I've got people that check it every morning. They'll run the comps, and then they'll get to me if it's a good deal. You can set something up like that for free. Like if you already have a CRM, just do this early because I did it till I'm legit recently. I'd let people DM me, text me. I'm all over, but now it like goes there and I just have a VA that I've taught the comp really well, or a few of them, and they just weed stuff out. So this I don't know if this is like noise to y'all right now. I don't know where y'all are at in your journey. Like Austin, how long you been doing this?
I literally just started, honestly.
Yeah,
I haven't been doing this long at all. Maybe a couple weeks. Man, not even that. I mean, I don't know, Brett. When did we
awesome.
do that first call?
Yeah, just
Probably it was about
so
2, 3 weeks ago, maybe.
I know him
I
through
mean,
a
I
guy he built power lines with.
Yeah,
And so they're currently building power lines, trying to get into this. And I think one cool thing that you kind of shared with me was like, even if you're new, but you have the access to people, like when we all made that post of, hey, I'm looking to buy 200 acres, like don't let that like, what's it called? Imposter syndrome, like hit you like, because even if I find that for me, like, I'm not saying like I buy houses, I'm just saying how I close deals and whatever. But I like if I started posting like, hey, I'm looking to buy houses in DFW, like I'm sure I would have realtors and stuff reaching out to me. So as a new person, those are things that you can post like, hey, I'm buying in Alabama for for you and Ethan and everybody, or
hmm
make posts like that, and then people start associating with like, oh, what's Austin doing?
You know
Yeah.
what's
Yeah.
crazy is like the other day, it's not crazy because I've been doing this a long time, but like the other day I sent a text. Brett wants to, we're looking at houses in San Antonio because we live kind of in the boonies, like outside of San Antonio. And it was a listing, and I sent a text to the agent, and I'm like, hey, how do I get information? Like, Travis, I follow you online. I was like, oh, cool. But, it's like, oh, just go check it out whenever you want, you know? But it's like, okay, it's working. You know what I mean? She's like, yeah, I'll tell you everything about it. I'll tell you, they're motivated, and they feel comfortable. It's a like, know, and trust thing, Like right now, like this is gonna make somebody money. Like take a picture of this screen, like legit. Like just take your phones out. We're all gonna take a picture at once. So we're taking a picture of the screen. Just do it. Trust me. Even
I,
if you think it's stupid.
I took the screenshot.
Yeah, do it like while we're gonna take the picture. Like, all right, and then make a post right now. Like make a post. Like I don't care if you feel like you can't buy a house or whatever the hell. It's like I'm looking to pick up another property this week. I'm in a room right now full of killers. What do you have? Like, I'll do it with you. I'm gonna do it with you. All right. Look, exact words. Copywriting matters. You get good at it. I'm I'm looking to pick up a property this week. Right now, I'm in a room full of killers. Put an exclamation mark. What do you got? Exclamation mark, question mark. All right.
Let's go.
Whatever freaking emoji you want at the bottom. Uh, boom. I created it with y'all. Somebody's gonna make money on that. Like some of y'all are gonna get like deals that aren't deals. That's often. But like you might get one. Like I get them all the time. I had one last month. December for me was slow for on the wholesale side. I mean, I'm a broker, so like we have a lot of different, but it slowed up. Like we crushed all the year. But it was funny. I had a deal that we did 60 G's on. It was a novation. And the dude's like, hey, I followed you. I saw a post. I don't know anything about novations. I've been doing this 10 years. Knew his crap. Like, did not need me. Like, hey, but he's just like, I wanted to do a deal with you. Like, legit, all I did was hire the realtor. You know what I mean? Like, but he's like, hey, it's cool. Like, I wanted to do a deal. I want to make sure I did it right. And dude wired me like 30 G's. I did nothing. This stuff's real. Like,
Yeah.
you're not like conning nobody. You're just out there and they want to do business with you. Sales is like know and trust. And get this, I did a live seller call today, and I told the dude to check my YouTube out. And he's like, let me check it out. I was like, bro, I just subscribed. It was pretty funny. We were on the live seller call. I was laughing. He's like, I don't have a house to sell you, but this is badass. He's like, I actually have a commercial building. People call me all the time. So if they need a house, need somebody to buy their house, I'm going to send them over here. It's like, cool, do it. So Austin, you just started like every day, twice a day. This is what I'm doing. This is what I'm learning. Whatever. Take a self. I don't care. Let people get to know you. Be you though. Don't be fake. Don't overthink it. Because that's when like it sounds stupid. I don't spell right. You can't read half my crap. That's me. You know what I mean? Like it's authenticity. Joseph, what about you, man? Like how long you been doing this?
I don't know if you can hear me with these earphones, but
Yeah.
about a year and a half,
Cool.
which I feel like now there's actually confidence where it
Yeah.
just felt like a year of figuring shit out.
Yeah. That's cool. Are you doing deals yet?
Yeah.
Hell yeah. That's cool. And where are they coming from? Like paid leads?
All inbound, all Facebook right now.
Awesome. Love it, dude. Yeah, just think if you got an extra, like, say you're doing a couple deals a month, say you're doing a deal a month, say whatever, I don't care what it is. You could double that, right? Just by putting yourself out there. I'm hammering this in because some people won't do it, but I like really hammer it in because it really works. All right.
Yeah. Travis, what would you say to Joseph specifically, or even a few others? Like Joseph is off social media. I think it's just a personal thing. He doesn't want to, be a time suck for him.
Yep.
So what would you say, is that like a mind thing that he needs to get over and just get on, post and get off, or, maybe it's just not his personality, or even Matt. Like I don't think I see Matt post a ton, which is natural, but for him to start posting more as well.
So we're all wired differently. Like I'm an extra. Well, actually, I'm like half introvert, half extrovert on the
Yeah.
charts, which is weird because I feel like I'm a full extrovert. But I do like just chilling in the corner too, right? Like, like don't talk to me sometimes. So, my girlfriend's like a complete empath. Like just not like posting, but like she knows she needs a brand, but hates it, right? So she like this is a good idea that she did. It gave her sanity back, and she actually got like a burner phone and like downloaded Facebook on it, and it stays in her desk drawer so that
Mm.
she's not consuming, she's not getting scroll. It's like, hey, I'm gonna make my posts. I'm not gonna go watch all the likes and the comments and the stuff that sticks, whatever the addicting part of it,
Mhm.
and she'll leave it in her desk. So like, and if personal thing, I get it. Like there's people like I've coached a lot of people like one on one too that are like high performers. This isn't like a necessary must thing, but it's going to really help in the long run, right? Like it's really going to help everything you do. And it's going to be crucial at some point. Even if you weren't in the real estate game one day, like it's going to be like your I don't know, resume
Mm.
pretty much. So like I hate saying get over it, but I would do it. And it doesn't matter what people think about you because like if they don't appreciate that about whoever doesn't want to do it, then cool. Like it doesn't matter. Like people should be supportive that are surrounding us, you know? I got two people in my mind. I'm not gonna mention names, but they're like live in a smaller town. Well, it's not a small town, it's a big city, but it's like small town feel, and they're like, well, all the investors are gonna talk crap. They think that like, all this stuff. And I'm like, who cares? And they're like, well, we care. And I'm like, okay. It's just like, let them talk about you making money. All right. Like, if that's the worst thing that's going to happen, or of you like getting better or bettering yourself, like let it happen. I would just do it. And if y'all have like a concern, like that's holding you back, throw it out there. I'm curious, like what concern would y'all have about it? Anybody that's not doing like putting themselves out there right now.
One concern I had previous to me posting my closed deals is I didn't want to put how much we were making on each deal. I just
Yeah.
don't want people in my business on, how much money me and my partners are making. But for me as a dispo guy, I want to also show off that, hey, we're, making good sized deals and people are getting paid and, that kind of thing. But that took a lot for me to start posting, big assignments, small assignments, whatever it is. We're posting our dollars on social media, but it helps for sure. But it was something I had to get over.
If you look at Facebook groups, real estate groups, if you look in the rules, it'll say do not post HUDs.
Hmm.
And the reason is it's psychological. When people see the numbers, it's sticky,
Yeah.
especially HUDs because it's a real piece of paper.
Hmm.
So like if I were you, I'd be posting the HUDs too, because it's like
Yeah.
psychologically we get drawn in. We're like, I'm gonna quit everything I'm doing. I need to do what they're doing, right? We all do it, right? No, none of us are excluded. It's just a psychological thing. So I mean, it's huge. That's like a big thing. That gets you so much business. I actually refrain from it sometimes because I feel bad because
Yeah.
I know psychologically, like I'm gonna get a bunch of DMs if I post this deal. I'm like, and it works. I did one I wanted maybe I was doing a mobile home park thing and I posted a badass park I had with a HUD, that we made a lot of money and boom, couldn't keep up with
Yeah.
the DMs. It works. So, and if you have a job, like a lot of y'all are newer, you might have a job. I'll give you a story. Like my job told me to quit posting. Right? They were like, "Hey, people are saying you're doing real estate. You're the vice president of a company. You can't be doing." Well, I'm like, "Let them. What are you going to do about it?" Like that was my response. I was like, I'll peace out. They're like, no, like, I don't care, but I just, I don't care who it is. I'm not driven by money really. Like I want supporting people around me and I want to feel good. Right. So like, I know that like portraying what I'm doing to people is huge. And if people around me don't like it, I don't want them around me. Not that they're bad, we're just not a fit. So I would just put that in your brain, doing something that's gonna better me and everybody around me.
What
Jeremy,
would
what
you say
about
is like?
do what?
What would you say is like your? Because I follow you. I see all your posts, and you post all kinds of things. What is there like a general direction that you're like pushing your audience to, or is it just your life? Watch what you want and skip what you don't like.
I've been instructed opposite of what I do by like very smart people. Um, and I can make a lot more money if I listen to it. So I'm gonna give you both things. I like my brand. I like me. I like to be as authentic as I am. Like what you see is what you get. That's just what I like. If I was really strategic about it, I would be pushing one thing all the time.
Mhm.
And I would revolve everything else around it. You can do either, and that's probably the smarter route. Like sprinkle some families, sprinkle some this, be consistent with this. And me, I just like I'm a visionary. I have ideas and I like putting it out there. I'm like, oh, we did this. This is cool. Like, what do you think about this? They're doing the fitness stuff, and so even in the Instagram days when everybody was doing, or earlier on, everybody was doing the separate pages for the different things. I was completely against it. I'm like, I just want to be me. Like, I don't want to be Travis Fitness or Travis Real Estate or this. It's just like, so I say just be you, like whatever feels good. It might feel better to you to be like, hey, Dispo House, hey, family, like whatever feels right,
Yeah.
if that makes sense. Jeremy, what about you, man? How long you been doing this?
I got my first deal in 2019.
Hell
Actually,
yeah.
I'm in that house right now because I bought it,
Sweet.
and
That's cool.
been doing some deals ever since. Average about 30 deals a year, so not a ton,
Yeah.
but I keep some for rentals. Got about 25 rentals. Do some flips and do a
Sweet.
little bit of wholesaling. Yeah.
Cool. What do you feel like you're like do people know what you do? I guess do they know that you have 25 rentals? Do they know that you're flipping? They know
Yeah,
that you're living in a
I
house that you
mean,
bought for an investment?
I don't post very
Right.
often. I mean, once probably even once a week, if that.
Do the people around you, like your friends and family, they know you do this stuff?
Oh yeah, yeah.
That's
I
cool.
post enough to where people know, but I'm not consistent by any means, and I
Yeah.
and I need to. Yeah.
And the first post I would make is like me in some part of your house or in front of it, and be like, or if you have an older picture and you bought it, and now
Mhm.
whatever, just be like, I bought this thing for investment. I've been here since yada yada. This is what we did.
Mhm.
Whatever. That's cool. Write a story. Like
Right.
storytelling is as old as time, right? Like so, like if you get to be a good storyteller, like that makes money. It makes money and it's cool. People really follow along. Like they'll read it. Like when you write, like space out your sentences like a kindergarten book, so it's easily read and write a
Right.
story. When I was on this call, like I was talking about this, I realized I never posted, but then they're like, oh, huh. Like they're reading
Right.
along, people like it. So
Yeah,
cool.
man.
Jeremy's looking at restarting a meetup, right? A local meetup.
Yeah, when I first started, I did this beers and real estate meetup at the brewery here in Augusta, and I'm restarting that actually on Thursday. So we're gonna do it consistently, and again, kind of to bring deals as well, bring new investors or new wholesalers, and like, not necessarily like
Yeah.
give me the deals, but like whatever, like no topics, just kind of hanging out and
Yeah.
talking real estate, talking shop.
You have a CRM, right?
I do, yeah, I use Podio. Hmm.
It'd be cool if you like did a landing page and like for your deal and had everybody sign up there and then maybe collected all that data and send out a weekly email to them like, hey, you should JV with us. This is why. Like leverage. What I'm talking about, like posting, is leverage. That's leverage. Having meetups. You know, it's like y'all know we can call and grind to get deals. We could all do it, and we all do it. I did it today, like because I'm like, we need to get some more deals, right? But and that's part of it. But like leverage is also part of it. So yeah,
Dude, I like the idea. I'm gonna do like a sign up, not sign up, but like a, sign in sheet essentially.
yeah.
Email, phone number, what you doing? You
Do it
buy
digital.
whole flips, wholesales, what you
Have a
doing?
QR code or something right when they print
Do
out a
it
QR
digital.
code.
Yeah,
Yeah, digital is even better. Yes.
way better because you're gonna
Uh,
lose it. Trust me.
yeah, I have to figure that part out, but yeah.
Do it digital, have it go to pipeline, name it, right? QR code's awesome.
Yeah,
And then
dude.
when it goes there, it's like, if you don't have a VA, cool, just go to ChatGPT for an email and write me something to JV and send it to him once a week. Blast, boom, takes you
Yeah,
30 seconds. If you have a JV, have him do it. You'll get deals from that.
right.
People don't know what they're doing. They need help, right? That's why we get in rooms. So,
Hmm. I like it. Oh yeah.
yeah. Matt, what about you, man? How you been doing this?
Off and on, like probably 2 or 3 years.
Cool. Cool, man. Off and on, it's just like you get a spurt, you get a deal, and then you're working, you got a job.
Yeah, I run a small business too, so I get focused on other things, and so I've just kind of been in and out. I've been pretty consistent the later half of last year till now, so and do have some deals under my belt.
That's cool, man. Are you doing leads, doing the whole call thing, like one channel for deals, pretty much?
Yeah, that's correct.
Yeah. And what I'm talking about is just opening up another channel. That's all I'm talking about.
Right.
You got two channels instead of one. Because I don't know what the hell it is, the call gods or what, but y'all know, like, some days you get on the phone, you're like, badass, like, I'm done. I mean, you still probably
Yeah.
work, but it's like, you get on the phone and you're like, I swear I called 1,200 people and, like, everybody was listed, right? Like what? It's the same with everybody. It's the same game. So it's like, I'm just saying, open the channels up. Like
Right.
give yourself another avenue to make some money. Like think about leverage. So cool, man. Anything holding you up from like posting, or you think you could do it?
I mean, I could do it. Yeah. I mean, I post like my dog and dumbass shit like that. So I
Yeah,
mean, yeah, I could. I just kind of treat social media as more of kind of a fun thing, always have,
yeah,
but definitely understand the perks of it.
yeah.
And you like
Yeah,
do you have like a group that you bike with? Because I feel like that could be something where you kind of leverage into that.
No, I mean, I have people that I see out there from being out there so much, but no real like group of people that I
you
bike
got a
with.
point. Like groups are huge.
That's something else Brett knows about me from what I post, my bicycle and my
See,
dog.
like people watch, man. Imagine if it was houses.
You got a picture of you on a bicycle holding your dog, and you made a Facebook group called, I don't know, something catchy about it. Like that'd be cool. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? I've got a dude in one of my groups, and this is another thing. Is it's like make a Facebook group, like local to your area. I'm gonna give you the sauce right now too. It's like Evan, right, Brett? Like I told everybody make groups, right? And then like I ended up coaching with Evan on the side too, and I was like, you know what? Let's do Amarillo Buyers Club. And he's like, all right, he did it. I was like, just take a picture of one of your rentals because he got a bunch of rentals. Thing blew up. The dude's making like I'm not gonna say how much money. He's making a lot of money a month in this group because, well, apparently I didn't know this. Like I'm just talking, like telling him what I'm telling y'all. Like you got to try stuff, right? Like Brett had to try to send a deal to Courtney that came on, and we just got to try it. We got to shoot or shoot. You got to shoot, and sometimes you land. But like anyway, like it was in Amarillo. They didn't have a group like this. There were regular like flipping groups where everybody, those groups they put the deals. Nobody reads it because all it is deals. Everybody's like, give me something, right? But I'm like, no, don't do that. Give value every day. Invite everybody local, and the group blew up. There, all the realtors send them every deal in the damn town before they list it. They send them. It just worked out. So like that's huge. There's like, I don't know how many people in there sending so many deals all the time. I even did one of the deals with him because he didn't know how to do a novation. So I made money off his group, you know? So groups are huge too. You can start a group, post value every day. No, people aren't going to engage like for a month, or they will at first. You're going to get a lot of engagement. People are like, oh, congratulations. And then about a month later, you're like, who do they think they are? Right? You're like, what the hell they think? You're not getting zero, nothing. It's going to be like crickets for like a while. But they're watching, right? And then it'll start coming up a little bit. But I've got buddies that do 10 times more than us. And like their posts, like don't get much traction, but like they get some deals from them. People are watching,
I
so
like the idea though, man. A buyers club, like
yeah.
whatever you
So that's what I was
do.
saying. Do a buyers club, like Augusta, Georgia Buyers Club, and
Yep.
invite everybody in there. Put a picture of you in front of a rental. Don't, just provide value every day. That's it. That's it. And then and be like, hey, by the way, JB, or by the way, like if you got something that's gonna hit the market, maybe we give you an offer. Hell, maybe we'll wholesale or whatever your lingo is, whatever, we're all different. But yeah, local buyers club, they're huge. What about you, Ethan? Or what about you, Majori? Oh, I hope I pronounce it right. Cool. Anybody else got anything? That's what I got. That's my spiel.
I got a question for you. So you got the mobile home parks and shit like that. Are you do you wholesale commercial?
Yep.
And you obviously buy.
Yep. Yeah, I buy parks. So I buy parks, and this might benefit you a lot because you buy rentals. I I don't know how many rentals I bought before I decided I didn't want to buy single families anymore.
Mhm.
I don't remember. It was a lot.
This is
And
the year for me for commercial for sure.
okay,
I got two storage facilities, but I want to get more into the
yeah,
commercial.
yeah. I was like, man, single families just cost too much money, and they don't make any money. It's just depreciation,
Okay.
whatever. Um, so like mobile home parks, I'll buy 100+ units only. But I don't put any of my own money. What I do, and you can do this, since you do storage units, you want to dial in on one thing and be the best at it, commercial wise. So if you already have storage units, just do that. All right. Don't chase all the other crap. Just do that. Then go find a fund or a partner and be like, hey, I've got lock one up first, like lock up a badass storage facility and be like, hey, I'm gonna give you 50%. I want you to fund it. That's it. And you can pick up as many as you want that way. That's what I do with parks. Like I'm buying 140 unit next month and 88 unit the month after, and zero of my dollars. And I'm just like, I lock them up, good deal. And you know what a good deal for a storage unit is because you got a couple and you got experience with it, so you already have a track record. So like, I'm just like, hey, I got this under contract, and I need you to wire 50 G's for earnest, and I need the money, and you got 50%. They're like, cool. It's legit a text message.
Yeah.
So and it might,
You do
yeah,
so you your team markets as well to
yeah,
commercial?
yeah. Right now we're not because it seemed like there was a dip there. But I got a buddy I brought into my group that's help. I want him to help with that because he's good at that crap. But yeah, yeah, we market to commercial too. But I don't. But my thing is like on residential, like if you're nationwide maybe or what, you just go residential and you just blast out leads or whatever. Like I get really fine tuned with the commercial thing. You could chase a lot of shiny stuff. Just get you're already in storage. I would do storage. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, yeah. I'm thinking storage and like the mixed use, like the flex spaces.
Yeah,
Yeah, between those two. But yeah,
sweet.
cool, man. Thank you.
Got it. Anybody else got anything?
Yeah, hey Travis. So for somebody just starting out like me, because I know a lot of the other guys in here have probably done this for a little bit. What's your best advice for me as far as just starting, just in general for anything? I mean,
You have a job right now?
I do.
Keep your job.
Hmm. Yeah,
Everybody says don't.
yeah,
Keep your
yeah.
job.
Uh-huh.
Right? So your nervous system is okay. All
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
And set out, I don't know, 2 hours for calls. I would say is reasonable if you got a job.
Mhm.
2 hours super focused, nothing else. 2 hours for calls every day.
Hmm.
Post 2 to 5 times a day on social media, which is going to be hard for somebody that's not posting anything. But
Hmm.
no matter what, that's what I do, right? And you're gonna build pretty quick.
Yeah. Yeah.
And if it's not pretty quick, screw it. You're gonna build. Let's just say that.
Hmm.
Let's throw the quick thing out. You're gonna build. Who cares how long it takes? 10 years, whatever, right? But you're gonna build momentum. That's what I would do. Um,
Hmm.
I probably I'd be careful on like budget on leads. I'd probably get really good leads. Since you have a job, like whenever I had a job, I was really busy. So like I liked mail. It was premium, it was expensive, but the
Hmm.
leads were premium. And I knew that my time was really valuable. So it's not like now we could just go call these whatever all over and we could blast through them. It wasn't like that then. It's like if I get on a call, I gotta make a deal, which maybe it should be like that still. But I would, like I don't know, but
Yeah.
I would pay a lot for leads. I was paying 20 G's a month. I'm not saying to do that, but because like I knew all I need's a deal. I need it, and I don't have time, so I'm having like very specific mailers. So, anyways, I just be
Hmm.
you should be very intentional starting out. I know a lot of people aren't. They're everywhere. They're like, help me, the dude, and they're all over the place. It's like I'd be very intentional. I'm going to post this amount. This is my call hour. This is my type of leads. This is my
Hmm.
KPIs.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah. Just keep it consistent. Yeah.
That's it, dude.
Okay.
Like you need to know how many dials do I need to make with what type of lead source to make how much money. That's it.
Okay.
And then you just
Cool.
keep
Au-
doing it.
Cool. Cool. Cool.
Austin, how I started was I started with probate and here in
Hmm.
like Augusta. And I used to go there well, after I did that a couple of times, I hired somebody to go there every week. And it's like 60 to 70 files every week.
Hmm.
No, wait, maybe that's even a month. So let's say it's like 15 a week. Well, you can do that, if you got probate, if it's not online, which would be great. But if you get 15 to 20 people to call every week, probate, like great leads overall if they want to
Hmm.
sell. I
Yeah.
mean, maybe do something like that as well as an idea.
Yeah.
Call and text them, skip trace and call and text.
Hmm.
A lot of people they don't look at KPIs enough. They don't track their lead sources. I think me and Brett were talking about it. It's like there's a lead tracker you can use, and it's just like, but put what it doesn't matter like what the hell it is, but know what it is. Know what you spent. Know how many calls. Know exactly the data. I think that's the
Yeah.
most important thing.
Yeah. I think Brett mentioned that too in the first or second call we had on here. He said something about that. So
I think
definitely
that's
keep
number
that in
one,
mind.
actually. I should have said that first. That's like the most important thing. Nobody thinks about until they're actually experienced, by the
Hmm.
way.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? So
I
you
would
do a
say
ton of deals, and you're like, oh, wait, I should probably track it,
that happened to me. That's so. Remember, I found all the
Yeah.
property leads. I was like talking all this trash about them, and then you shared that tracker in the group, and I punched it all in. I had my VA punch everything in. Property leads was my highest return by like my PPC was like 4. Properties was 12x, and I thought they were the worst one that I had. I was like, what the hell?
Yeah, we don't ever do it till like you get really like you get experience. That's most companies too. They're just trying to make money and survive, and then it's like, oh, now we'll dial in. But you can start out dialed in. That's what's important about being around, like in rooms.
Hmm. Yeah. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Hey Travis, two questions. One, how do you handle like friend requests on Facebook? Because I mean, in real estate, just anybody who's anybody will friend request you just because you have a couple mutual connections. And then two, what are you posting across TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, or what does that look like?
Yeah, I've got so friend requests, they've got to have a lot of this is my personal thing. They've got to
Mhm.
have like a bunch of mutual connections because I feel like that's like compounding to
Yeah.
me, right? So like and I mean I have a group, I have stuff. So of course when I do go in for I have a lot of friend requests right now, but whenever I do sit down to do it, it's me. Like I'll go in and I'll like decline if they don't have a bunch of mutual friends. I'll accept and I'm like, hey, what's up? Like, what do you do? If
Yeah.
they're a good fit for whatever I have or JV or whatever, I move them into that slot. Um, I've got a guy that was on my podcast a few weeks ago. He's like a huge marketer, and he makes most of his money from friend requests,
Mm.
and he does that. You know, it's like whatever we do, it's like they reached out, friend request, so it's like okay, cool. Now I'm not gonna pitch him on something, but I do right off the bat. But because I think that's annoying, you
Yeah.
know. But like, hey, what do you do? Like, nice to meet you. Like, how can we help each other? Maybe they need Dispo, you know. I think that'd probably be the hugest ROI for you personally with friend requests. So that's the two things I would do. Just you specifically. Um, and then what was the other one?
What platforms are you posting on?
I personally post on Facebook. And I have it cross posted to Instagram. So whatever I post on Facebook, post on Instagram. I have a social media guy. He's a VA, but he's not on my team. He's like a VA type. He's foreign. He's like, I used to pay like $3,500 a month for social media, which is a
Mhm.
lot, right? It's a
Yeah.
lot. And this guy was way cheaper, like significantly. And he did the same stuff, except we didn't have to go to a room and just give me random prompts with clickbait and talk about it. It's just like, I just recorded stuff like this. Like I was like, let me record, you know,
Mhm.
because I don't care. Like this is real to me. And by the way, let me know if we can make reels out of this. If not, I won't.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, definitely.
Everything to me is content. Today, when I'm on seller calls, here's what's huge for you too, and I'll go back to your. But like I go to live stream it on all the platforms: Instagram, Facebook. I'll use StreamYard. It's like $100 a year or something, and I can go do it. And then it says, "Hey, you want me to generate clips for you afterwards?" Yeah, and then
Wow.
I'll just go. I'll tell it to post the clip, right? Whenever it's done generating, and it'll post all my live calls, and it'll make the clips for me. But I have a guy that goes in and makes stuff like he'll put cool like today he made a cool story, you know, he'll do cool stuff like that, and he'll go make post. He'll put my clips from my podcast from this stuff all on my page, you know, Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, LinkedIn.
So I didn't know I used to have StreamYard. I didn't know it did the clipping stuff, which is great. For your VA, how does that work on the clips? Is he just watching it and saying, he has some real estate knowledge and he knows what to clip, or do you go back and rewatch yourself and you're like from minute 2 to minute 3:30, clip that?
I'm like, have fun, bro. Like, get after it. Like, I don't give a crap what you post. Like, post a lot,
Yeah.
right? Like, make people like want to block my ass because that's all they're gonna see is me. So no, I'm not too concerned about it at all. But he does a good job, actually. I don't know how he picks the right stuff. There's a bunch of people in my group that use him. He made one of them go viral. The dude got 1.5 million views on
Jeez
on
Louise.
a stupid ass post.
Yeah.
Like I was like, what? Like I post 50,000 times a day. Your ass goes viral on a damn like sink or something.
Yeah, or
A dishwasher.
dishwasher,
Yeah, it
yeah.
was like the counter was cut weird. I'm like, okay, like I'm happy for you, but damn, dude gets like 1 million something. But that's just how it goes, you know. And I'm like,
Yeah.
capitalize, bro. Now you got to be like, hey, send me deals, you know, because everybody's watching you now.
Brett, have we been connected with that VA or no? I know we had LaCedric's guy, maybe one of Travis's guys, but I can't remember.
If his name's Fahad, I've reached out to him before.
Yeah,
Is that who it is, Travis?
yeah, it's Fahad.
Okay,
But
yeah, I think I talked to him too.
He's badass. I mean, for the price, he's badass too. Like, I mean, he's badass, period. But like for the price, like he's a third of what you're gonna get for all that because people charge a lot to do that crap to actually like sit there. Well, I don't know how he does it. I don't know. He must have. I don't ask. I don't care. But it works, you know. So yeah.
What do you mind sharing what you pay him, or is that you gotta
Well,
try
I
to?
get a badass deal,
Yeah,
so he asked me not to.
yeah,
So, but I refer everybody to him, and I don't ask for like referral fees or anything, you know. So.
yeah. Dope.
But I can tell you I can tell you what it normally is. It's usually in the threes and it's like a third cheaper. I can tell you that. If that makes it you can do math.
I'll
So
figure it out. I'll
but
go ask
it's
him.
worth it. It's worth it. Like but I do caution like like just hiring somebody, like I think you should you still make your posts, but just have that as the extra to make sure it's all happening.
Mm-hmm.
You know, to make sure the stories are happening. They're going to do the stories. They're going to do all the stuff you're doing. There is an AI version of me that they have, and every now and then they'll throw a post in there, and I didn't even know. I'm like, when the hell did I write this? It sounds just like me,
That's cool.
but sometimes I'll be like, oh, I don't, you know, like I don't know if I like it, you know.
Yeah.
But sometimes I'll let it fly. I would say 99% of the time it's me, but sometimes I'll throw like an AI thing in there, and then I'll make sure to put a post right after because I feel weird.
I've seen Nick Perry. He's been doing a lot of the AI videos.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I I was in a room a few years back. One of my coaches was like one of the first like people that invested in OpenAI. So I actually there's a girl on my podcast. If you ever listen to it, it's Taryn Southern. It was a long time ago, but when all this was getting big, I was fortunate, and she kind of taught me how to make like right now. This is me, but you wouldn't know. Like you wouldn't know. I just felt too weird about it. I built Meet years ago as an AI version, and it was freaking weird. Like I just didn't like it.
When they
But
do those ones, they don't let people ask questions during it though, right? Like everybody's muted the whole time, or could I actually?
you could do whatever the hell. You wouldn't know it wasn't me.
Damn, that's insane.
It's crazy. Like
Because I
it
noticed.
looks like me because what it is like you upload a video of you, so it is you, but
Mhm.
it's moving you, it's talking, like it's crazy, and you just train
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, so it'd be like it just looked like me right now. It's freaking nuts. And people make reels and all sorts of stuff like that. But I like just old fashioned. Like I didn't end up doing it. I canceled all that. I paid for it all at first because I was like, I'm gonna do this. It just felt too weird. So I tried to use it for my CRM to send like videos and stuff to people on automation, but I couldn't figure it all out.
Ooh, that's an idea right there.
Early on, years ago, I tried to do this, but it might work now, but it wasn't all compatible then. You know,
Because
so
right now, like when I have a bunch of hot leads that are real close,
yeah,
like this is me right now. Like
right,
I'm going through individually sending them like,
yeah.
hey,
I
so and
used to
so.
I used to tell it send videos to these people and close them, but I couldn't get it to work.
Dang, yeah, that'd be sick.
Yeah, I probably could now. So what else y'all got?
And let me ask you, as far as when you post on IG, because that's all I'm on. Do you do reels versus stories versus just actual posts, like combination of all of them, or what?
So I'm gonna tell you, I'm not. This sounds funny because I've been preaching about it, but I am not a social media expert. I am a person that is gonna tell you how to build a brand, though, right? So I wouldn't get. I don't know what the algorithm's gonna love what you do. I don't know, but I know that if you're authentic, people are gonna follow you. That's all I would worry about. I'd be authentic, write some stories, or write some posts, do some videos, do your thing. And if you want to really track metrics and do what's working, do more of that, right? I would say to make sure you're on Facebook too. You can cross post, and I say that because I make a lot of money on Facebook, and I get a lot of leads from Facebook. So you can post on Facebook, and it's still or Instagram. It'll just carry over to Facebook. You don't have to do double the work.
You make money on Facebook through getting deals or just advertising or whatever, or what?
Everything, yeah, yeah, everything. Like I have a group I make good money from, and everybody came from Facebook. I just started getting stuff from Instagram, which some people are backwards. Um, but I've built a brand on Facebook, but it still goes over to Instagram. I just don't get a lot of engagement on Instagram. I just started getting deals through Instagram recently because I started doing a lot of lives with like lead companies and stuff like that. So just get out there, just be you. That's
Yeah,
all.
because I get all mine on Instagram. That's
Yeah,
right on my stuff room.
yeah. You can cross post though. You don't have to do double the work.
Right.
Just tell
Yeah.
them, yeah.
It just the first. That's where they reach out to me at normally is Instagram versus Facebook.
I noticed that people are like one or the other, whatever. But just cross post it.
Yeah. Cool.
Cool. I appreciate y'all having me here.
Yeah, Travis, I really appreciate you hopping on tonight. I know it's a little bit later too. I feel like I always see your posts in the gym at this time. So,
I took tonight off because I knew I was going to do this. So.
well, that's a commitment. Then.
Yeah.
That's a big commitment for you. Gonna see you running later in your room again.
Yep. Cool. Well, nice meeting y'all. And
Thanks,
yeah,
Travis.
if y'all got anything, reach out.
Yeah, man. Thanks, man.
Thank you, man. Appreciate it.
Yep.
Well, who made the post? Just me?
I can't find my phone. I'm not sure where my phone is.
I'm getting blown up, man.
I'm looking for it.
No, but so he had somebody on, that land person. It was like either that call or the call after. He had everybody in his group make a post, and it was, "Hey, I'm looking for 200 plus acres in Texas. Send me what you all got." And I actually had people sending me stuff off of that, and now I'm getting paid on it. So pretty crazy. My mom actually messaged me. She's like, "Where do you get money for 200 acres?" I know a guy.
It's a good idea though, man.
Yeah, pretty awesome.
The posting thing is great. I mean, just to be able to wholesale the shit out. I mean, for me locally, I got a lot of local people on my Instagram, so just be able to wholesale shit.
Are you more so looking to wholesale it or buy it or because I mean I think
I mean, it kind of depends. Like, there's a couple. I have a property just in my head right now that I have under contract that I want to buy it, but I don't know if I really want to buy it. So it's more like, okay, well, if I can get X amount of money, I won't buy it and I'll wholesale it. Kind of like that threshold, right?
yeah.
So that's kind of my thinking. Like, if I can get X amount of money from this, okay, I'll just wholesale it off versus buying it as a rental or a flip or whatever.
Yeah, I mean, like what Travis does is, I mean, he always just positions himself as the buyer because if he gets it at the right price, he will. Uh,
Yeah, yeah,
or
100%.
he'll just wholesale it. So that's where he gets all of his stuff, like from realtors and stuff, and he'll still maybe wholesale it after, but that's how he gets a lot of his deals is from just marketing, like, hey, like just what he just told us to do. Like, hey, send me what you got, send me a deal. And so that's how he gets a lot of his business.
Right.
Pretty badass though.
Mm-hmm.
When I was gonna sell him a seller finance deal a while back, and it was the same thing. So he was gonna give me a $10,000 assignment that he
Mm-hmm.
didn't have to pay for. It was the guy that buys the deals was gonna pay it, so he just got a free house. So I was like, so
Right.
friggin' smart.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, do y'all have anything else besides the marketing? Any deals or anything like that that we need to go over before we take off here?
Nope. I'll do my posting tomorrow or even tonight, maybe.
Oh, yeah.
If I'm on my phone.
Right on. On Saturdays, I'm probably going to start calling more. So I'm probably just going to keep leaving an open link up for people to join. Probably be like, I don't know, maybe like 11 to 3. I'll just leave it open. So if anybody wants to hop on and call or ask questions, um, I'll be on there. Helps me stay accountable to stay out of trouble on the weekends.
All right, cool.
And next Wednesday is going to be our open accountability and hot seat. So, Ethan, Austin, Matt, if you guys run into any problems over the next week, call in or just software issues, this is the call to bring it up.
Okay.
Let's get after it, boys and girls. We'll see you guys on Saturday.